stream.
But it's okay. I mean, I don't need it. I think it's on my desk, though. What is going on? Entertain me.
I've got 99 problems, and all of them are brain problems.
Oh, yeah, me too. Big mood. Edoka. Let's get rid of those last brain cells by playing some video games. Yellow Raybot. Raybot?
Hello. Big mood.
Yeah. Big mood.
Man, if someone made a brain scan of mine, I would feel sorry for them. It would just be one indecisive robot.
Nice.
How do they get around in the base? We've seen them get around in water.
Huh?
We've seen the robots move around.
Oh.
That got me.
Good job, Ray.
But we've seen the robots move around underwater.
We saw that on Chicken Pop.
Yeah.
I think they're modular. So the ones we saw hanging can just have chicken legs.
Catherine was, when we found her, in a robot that looked a lot, like very much like it was inspired by Big Dog.
I was gonna bring that up. They look like Big Dog, but they also look a little bit like, I can't remember the name. Was it just Dog? Alex's robot? Was he also called Big Dog?
I don't know.
Do you know what I mean? Not
No.
Alex's robot, but she took to it. Sorry, ALYX.
Oh. But that's just the name that it had. It didn't.
Yeah, just one of the designs reminded me of that robot. Was it Big Dog? It was something dog. Or was it just dog?
It was just. I mean, you're talking about entirely different things, which I'm having difficulty marrying. Like, Big Dog is a Boston Dynamics robot that is on all fours, hence the name.
I'm aware.
Alex, already need more coffee? Yeah, sure. By the time you're back, the game will have finally loaded.
Yeah.
And Dog, D0G,
Right.
is a robot in Half-Life 2
Yeah.
and the succeeding episodes that is Alex's companion,
I
with gorilla-inspired movements.
I understand that. I'm just saying.
So they have no relation other than they both are called Dog?
I understand. And I'm agreeing with you that some of them look a little bit like Big Dog.
Yes.
But earlier on, very early on, the first thing that they reminded me of was Dog.
From Half-Life 2.
From Half-Life 2.
Yeah.
So,
but you
I
can
don't know
just.
what it was.
So
I
you can
think
just
just the ones that were hanging from the ceiling.
So they were like ape-like, you mean?
Yeah, I think so. They have big arms or something. I don't remember what they looked like or what specifically it was. I just remember it looked like doll.
Weird, because you say early on.
Yeah, like the very
earliest,
first ones you see.
The very first
hanging
ones
from
we.
the ceiling or something.
I think I remember now, like
They're
inactive ones. Yeah. No, I mean, to me they just look
the
like
square faces or rectangular.
To me they just look like Carl's.
Yeah, they were, but something about the way they were hanging there just reminded me of it.
I told you, Ray. By the time you'd be back, the game would have loaded.
True.
Press any button to continue.
I'm eating popcorn, so you're gonna have to put up with that. I'm never done eating popcorn now.
Yeah. Oh, second viewer.
Hey, second viewer.
Is that? No, that's not Curly. I don't think. Did I use my thing?
No popcorn.
Oh yeah.
I sure did. I'm never gonna eat stale popcorn
about
again.
the Brandon thing. Even worse than the robot at Delta.
It's for a good cause.
Really? That's it?
Okay.
Where did I put the remote? There it is.
You're sitting on it.
Shut up. Huh.
It does make good pop. It makes the best pops. I'm never gonna stop eating them. I'm gonna be fat. Well, that's fine by me.
Let us know if we're too quiet, or the game is too quiet, or too loud, or noisy, or grainy.
Maybe you want more popcorn noises, because I can provide.
Maybe it's too high pitched, low pitched. Maybe the bass is too high, and the treble's problematic. It's, you know. I've been here before. Whoops.
What are you doing right now?
I have no idea. I want to hear more chewing.
Like that? Those are genuine chews, too.
I can vouch for that. Yeah, that's not
I will get closer to the mic, but I don't want to
No.
chase our second person away. I mean, they haven't been an asshole yet. They can stay.
They're gonna be disappointed because I don't screech like a little girl when jump scares happen. Although,
we'll see.
Fortunately, this game has been pretty light on jump scares.
It really has. But it's been light on scares, period.
Yeah, it's mostly atmospheric stuff. No, this is where I came.
Fine by me.
I don't know. I mind it a little bit because the atmosphere is good, but I just wish it was, I don't know how to put it, a little bit thicker. I wish it was a little more concentrated.
Dense.
Yeah, I keep thinking back to a very pretentious example, which is Silent Hill 2. That game for me is just the textbook definition of how to do atmosphere right.
Have you played it recently?
No, but I keep considering replaying it. I'm just really afraid that it won't hold up and that it will have aged poorly. Very light actually. Got like jump scared once. I don't think the game is very scary overall, unsettling in bits, but not like oppressive and super scary. Yeah. I got the security cipher, which I needed for the Dunbat.
Fuck yeah, let's do it. Let's stream some Silent Hill. I'm curious about it. I never got to play it. I know I like some of the monsters very much.
Yeah, good.
I don't want to call them monsters.
Again, pretentious remark, but I could still play it. I just think this is like more of a little disclaimer, you know, like at the beginning of a game. Warning: this game has violence and gore, so similar disclaimer here. I think Silent Hill games benefit much more greatly from playing it them yourself. But I would play it if people, and by people I mean mostly Forum, you, and possibly Curly, and any random passerby on YouTube, I suppose. I would play it. I think I need to go downstairs again.
What were you supposed
There
to do?
you are. Just warming up the Dunback for us. It's been collecting dust for months, so it might need a minute. Okay, that's it. That's everything. Let's go ahead and... Huh. That's weird. Huh. Never mind.
What do you need me to do?
Head inside the dock. The Omnitool can open the door now. And get into the Dunback. Then plug me in, and I'll take us into the Abyss.
Sounds easy enough.
What do you mean, never mind? Is it filled with the cancer? Just to the brim. And a little card that says Occupado. It's funny actually that is the cancer just WoW?
Yeah.
It's funny that hasn't played that big of a role, considering it is actual AI and it's spreading.
It's a background set piece, although I admit I would like it if they did something similar to Shodan, the antagonist of System Shock 2. Constantly present. I don't know, kind of like another more recent comparison would be Breen, Dr. Breen from Half-Life 2. I expected more like wall tentacles to grab at you.
Yeah, same. Or just
Why isn't
for
it?
the stuff to be more of an obstacle. So have to puzzle your way around it.
Yeah.
It's fine the way it is.
It's so often, speaking of the puzzles in this game have no very rarely it feels like do they have narrative connection. It's like she just goes, well, walk right on in.
Yeah, like this is the only thing you can do in this room, so you better.
And then, do you have after 8 chocolates over there? Yeah, we do, they're great.
Yep. You have it some. It is after 8.
And then suddenly there's this puzzle. And yeah, sure, I can solve it. But after 8 hours, but it's just weird that there's no like narrative.
Ray, I've been there. It helps to have a little bit of milk if you have it. In my experience.
Never mind. Maybe I needed to try something first. Warning, watch out for moving doors.
Oh no, moving doors.
My only weakness.
No. Better than static doors, I guess.
What the fuck am I doing?
Isn't a static door just a wall?
Oh, this is new. Kinda. No, not really.
I'm underappreciated in my time.
What?
I said, isn't a static door just a wall?
Oh, and then you said underappreciated. What?
I am underappreciated in my time.
Yeah, well. Sorry, it was a little too dad jokey.
Morphing very slowly into one.
Yeah. Soon you'll be able to run the EA Twitter feed.
Oh yeah. Ken has cheeseburger. That's the
No.
oldest meme I could think of. That's kind of sad.
What's an even older one?
Huh?
What's that? Oh, moving doors shouldn't be underestimated. I get that reference.
Too dumb.
Just Dead Space and the door that made Ray stop playing.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
That's pretty funny. I can't actually think of a meme even older than I Can Has Cheeseburger.
All your base are belong to us?
I suppose so. Magneto's Welcome to Die,
Yeah.
but that probably cropped up
It's,
later.
Badger is way... Well, not way, but it's newer than I Can Have Cheeseburger, right?
It's around that time. I'm very glad you got that one. Yeah, it was a good one.
How old is, do you even... What's the... I
Have
never
you
remember.
have you
How old-
ever so far as to
Have
something?
you ever been so far as to something?
Yeah, I mean that's like mid-noughties.
Oh, really?
I think so. What am I doing?
I don't know.
Like I've been walking around, but there's
And
nothing.
there's nothing to reference the dials off of?
I'm just sort of doing the equivalent of pixel hunting.
Yeah. What's the green button on that panel that you just moved past?
What's the one?
There. It had a button on it. Not green, but it is a button. Nope. Okay. I'm clueless.
Let's see.
Mr. Glowy on the side. Oh, okay. And it looks important. Oh, a cable. Oh, we did it! Put it back in the glowy. It fell out. Somehow. That said Sony for a second. Too much Spidey. That's the one, Ray. Has anyone really been far even as excited to even go on to do this? I almost got it. But I didn't know. 2009?
Holy fuck.
Oh, it was older for
I like this. Why did that knock me out?
It just knocked the lights out, I think.
No.
You fell over, you got scared. Is that all he said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cheeseburgers from 2007. Those are pretty recent.
Yeah, I thought that would be way over.
2000. Yeah, I can't.
19 then. What the fuck?
I can't think of.
When's I don't know, man.
Oh, I see now. Now I can go here. Yeah, Badger was from 2003.
Yeah, I did it. When is all your base that belong to us from?
Well, the meme, or because that's gonna be harder to check.
Yeah, I guess so. But the
What-
meme must be checkable on Know Your Meme or something.
Yeah, that's true actually. Plan B.
Eh.
That was a popular English catchphrase.
Good.
Wow.
Okay, I think that's the earliest one that I can say at the top of my head.
The phrase and game footage used in the meme come from the 1992 port. Okay. Can you check what year is Boom Headshot from? What's his name? Doug something.
Forsyth?
What?
Forsyth?
No, I don't think so.
No.
But yeah. I think that must be from like 2003 or something. Feels like. It's probably from later. See, this is kind of a missed opportunity. You could make it so that I can look below me.
Yeah. Great.
Because this is a very safe area when you think about it.
Yeah, maybe people who are claustrophobic wouldn't think so, but not everyone is.
Yes. But it's so well lit.
Yeah.
FPS Doug, December 2006.
Okay. Pretty good.
Boom headshot. Boom headshot. You know what other game I own?
What?
Alien Isolation.
Oh, do you?
Yeah?
Let's do that after this. Let's go. Finish up. It's supposed to be good too, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Always struck me as kind of a high budget take on this sort of genre.
Yeah. Pretty much. I've heard some complaints about the AI. You'd never play that game. I actually got it on the PS4 because I heard it had some interesting things on the PS4. It uses the Bluetooth connection, the light on the back of the controller. It uses that as a motion detector, so it kind of pulses and acts as a motion detecting UI element.
Alright, it's perfect that you'd never play it because now you'll see it anyway. Experience it together.
But yeah, I've heard some complaints about the AI, but supposedly they patched it. This is me in the kitchen, just like, what is this from and where does it go? I have no idea, so I'll just leave it alone.
Yeah.
Oh. Huh? Oh. Sure.
Huh? Wait, this isn't... Oh, no! WoW got to the Dunbat before we did, am I right?
Well, it was talking. That's rarely a good sign.
Damn it. The Dunbat was our best shot. I was really banking on this to work.
Sounding
Come
really
on, we can't quit now. There's gotta be another way. How do you think you did it? How did the team get the Ark down the Abyss in the first place?
And he sounds
If they didn't use the Dunbat, the only
At
other
least
way would
makes
be
him a
the
relatable
climber in
protagonist.
Omicron.
Yeah.
It's like an elevator which supposedly reaches all the way down into the abyss.
Okay, so we do that. We go to Omicron and take the elevator.
Yeah, okay. Sure. We'll just head over to Omicron and hope there's a power suit that fits you. You know, so you don't implode while in the abyss.
That does
Do you
sound
have a
useful.
better plan?
Alright, let's go then. Wait, what is this place? Seems to be a lot of information on the Ark here. There's a prototype and everything.
Okay.
Let's start it up.
Okay.
I want to see how it works. Maybe we can figure out how to get on the Ark.
Sounding so much more stiff.
You didn't know how to get us on?
How difficult could it be?
I have a question.
Go, shoot, give me. I got so many answers.
Okay. So I don't know if you remember the dialogue because even I struggled to remember the specifics. But when she was talking about the Dunbat beforehand, she said, I don't remember the wording. She said something along the lines of, we board the Dunbat, we go all the way down to the abyss, and from then on, and the protagonist said, well, how do we get from the abyss to the Ark? And she said, well, you just walk.
Oh yeah.
And I thought,
I hadn't thought about that.
and I thought, well, wouldn't he just get fucking destroyed by...
And now she's saying you'll implode.
Yeah, from the pressure, from the water pressure at that depth. So it's like...
But I guess she's saying that with the suit that will fit you perfectly, you won't implode.
Yeah, but she was being sarcastic. She said, like, oh, well, it's not...
I think she just doesn't believe that there will be a suit that'll fit you.
Yes. But she believed that earlier?
Well, she said others moved across.
Yeah, they just walked, is what she said.
Yeah.
So, how is that not a problem, and now it's a problem?
I think if you had the Dunbat, it would have been fine.
But Dunbat doesn't walk.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
I have decided to finalize the Ark with the scans we have. I'm sorry for all of you who wanted to go but didn't get a chance to scan yourself before the project was put on hold. It's been 2 months. Well, because you're in the wrong area now, you don't have access to your suit.
I guess.
Yes. It's been 2 months since I've added a scan, and I don't see how I'll ever be able to win back the support you all showed when we started the project. I'm sorry. I never meant for anyone to take their lives. It was never my intention to fool anyone. I just wanted to save something. Oops. What's left? Apply interface module, see our capsule, ask permission from 4Q, brief Ivashkin, Lindwall, Pedersen, and Hill. Take shuttle to Omicron, pick up power suits, ride the climber into the abyss, regroup with Tau, head to the launch site, load the bullet, launch the Ark. Whoops.
I'm still at least half convinced she's going to end up being a baddie. I just don't know what her motivation would be.
Ark Attitude Survey. To gauge staff opinion, please fill out the short survey. Recently, it was decided that the Ark project would become Pathos 2's last official commitment. The staff has been urged to carry on with their duties despite Earth's catastrophic condition. I think
Don't worry about it.
the Ark project is the most logical step towards saving mankind, and that we should spend as much time and resources as needed to complete it. To embark, every passenger needs to be flushed with electromagnetism using a pilot seat. These scanning sessions are known to cause nausea and headaches, sometimes lasting up to 3 days. I think temporary physical discomfort, no matter how severe, is a small price to pay to save mankind.
You're not saving shit. You're just copying it over.
The Ark is built to fit a Ranger Mark 7 probe, meaning it can be shot into space with the Omega space gun, and technically survive for thousands of years, living off the light from our sun and distant stars. I think the Ark should leave Earth behind and be launched into space.
You get electrocuted.
The digitalization, isn't it just... Yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah, this is fine.
The digitalization of humanity is an opportunity to make a quantum leap in our own evolution. The people inside the Ark will out of necessity be generated from existing genetic code, but could be altered to allow for cosmetic changes, ease aging, and even prevent death. I think we are at risk of losing our humanity if we were to rid ourselves of disease and our mortality.
What the fuck are you talking about? It's an artificial reality with code in it. Why would people still need to age?
Yeah, but it still takes away from identity as humanity. Because just think of how many...
Yeah, okay, but then people will age and then they'll die. And then it'll be over anyway. Because you can't make new children.
Yes. But
Unless it's a learning thing and it'll generate children for you.
Exactly. Consider this thought experiment. That in this arc, there's brain scan A and brain scan B, and the technology is sufficiently advanced in this arc project that allows for these two scans to quote unquote copulate in the arc and produce brain scan C. That's a sum of their
If that is a thing and people can just live and not be aware that they're in the Matrix.
Yeah, it's not a thing. It really makes me want to rewatch Raku and Suho, Expelled from Paradise. That sounds familiar, but I don't. But yeah, like that's not a thing in here. But if that was a thing, sure. But I think that, for example, consider how much of us comes from ages old belief systems that are tied to our fragility and mortality.
I just feel like a lot of people would disagree with you, and they seem
because
aware.
It's ingrained in the back of our heads.
But they know they've been scanned, so if they end up somewhere magically alive, they know that this is fake. And I think a lot of people would rebel against the idea that the part of humanity, the integral part of humanity is to age and die. I think people would revolt.
No, it's less that they must die, and more that it inevitably does take away from identity as a human race. You become something else.
Yes, but that's fine by a lot of people.
Yes,
it'll be fine by me.
But that wasn't the question. It's not. I am perfectly fine with losing certain aspects of identity as a human race. It said, I consider that losing aging and disease takes away from our identity as a human race.
Yeah, that's fair.
And that's what I agreed with.
Because if I knew I was in the fucking Matrix, I would demand it to be like a lucid dream. Like, we've got full freedom here. Why aren't we using it?
I wouldn't. But that's what makes us different, and that's what makes discussions like this interesting, in my opinion.
Like, I understand that a giant part of humanity is the cliches of how we feel, how we age, and how we treat death and life and stuff. Yeah. But if we're fucked already, just let everyone have fun.
Yeah.
Give me an options menu where I can untick the aging, like a Sims game.
Yeah. There are only 58 people left alive to be stored inside the Ark. A way to diversify and expand the population would be to introduce artificial intelligences that would in every way appear to be human, but with childlike and naive sensibilities. As we continue to explore the nature of intelligence, we may find a way to make them smarter in the future. I think even an inferior group of artificial people would benefit our society.
No, don't fucking lobotomize people.
What do you mean? It's not lobotomy. It's artificial intelligence.
It's artificial dumbness.
Well, no. It's artificial intelligence, but they don't have the technology to make artificial intelligence on the same level as our intelligence.
Oh, like that. Okay.
So it's just a little bit of driving here.
Yes. Yeah, I
guess. But it's saying like it'll be inferior no matter what.
Yeah.
So.
Man, I just wouldn't even want to have this body if I knew I was gonna be AR or
VR, I guess.
VR, yeah.
I mean, sure. We have a lot of like stuff that could be argued as being fake in our lives, but it still benefits us.
I guess.
I mean, pets benefit us.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do. Sorry, I was just staring at the cat.
I'd love to be digitized.
Me too.
New fetish acquired?
Get those digits all over me.
Yeah. Okay. how your colleagues voted. ARC approval, 74% approval. Okay.
Oh, the red is what you voted?
Yeah. Eternity Among the Stars, strongly agrees. No. Inferior Companions, strongly agree. Artificial Evolution, strongly agree. Pain for Gain, strongly agree. This is like, I understand that the people who voted for these in-universe have been desperate for survival, but these are some idealistic answers.
Yeah. It's a butthole.
Yeah.
Picture.
Oh, I looked at it.
Oh, yeah, you did.
The arc doesn't even look that bulky. This is gonna be easy.
You haven't heard of the concept of jinxing, have you?
Sorry, I forgot your people were superstitious.
Excuse me. What's going on with the screwdriver thing? It was just dancing around. Okay. Okay. You have fun there. You plug it in first.
Into what?
Can you plug them into each other?
Can I plug them into
What's
my
this
ears?
thing?
Yeah.
That's just a compact examiner. Coster uses it to investigate structural integrity in payload frameworks.
Of course.
Could you fit inside it? If I knew what you were made of, it would be a hell of a lot easier to figure out how to get you on the ark.
Gee.
I'll give it a try.
Don't worry about it.
Bit of a tight fit.
Can you reach the on switch?
Why she sounds so cold?
Ah!
Oh, you
Should
got
I
skeletons.
be worried about radiation?
I think we're beyond that. Interesting. You seem to be one with the diving suit you're wearing. Everything's meshed together.
How's that gonna work with the suit we're picking up at Omicron?
I think they're bigger. You should be able to wear them both.
Imogen? Who's that?
It looks like the basis for your body is one of my old colleagues. A standard Cortex chip for robots, including the data reader and the OcuTorch, has just been forced through the skull.
What?
Structure gel has fused the whole construction together. Amazing stuff.
No, hold on, back up. I'm one of your old colleagues?
You were right, Ray.
Well, your body is. Imogen Reed.
That's disgusting.
Hey, don't say that. She was nice to me. Anyway, the Cortex chip is good news. That means we can transfer your mind to the Ark with a pilot seat.
Kath, I'm half a dead person.
Yes, it makes sense. Think about it. All those simplistic minds we've run into, just reviving a dead person doesn't seem to work that well. A robot body seems to make people a bit unreliable. You are the best of both worlds. A sound mind and a sound body.
Yep, you did it.
At least we know how to get on the Ark.
Sort of. I understand the concept, but I don't know the specifics. I really wish we could figure out how the scan data is formulated and processed.
I find it difficult to accept the fact that she doesn't know how a brain scan is done, essentially, when she's the one who was doing them?
Well, you were scanned like, what, 200 years ago?
Yes, but that technology continued to... It's like a doctor who gives you heart surgery and goes like, I wish I knew how heart worked.
It might be a different fucking technology now, like completely.
I mean, she just sounded like she was talking in the broad sense. But
Yeah, I don't know.
maybe. Oh. Which is about the like actual computer bits of the things, no? I mean, I actually don't know, but it sounded like she was scanning the colleagues into she was
She was
performing.
in charge of the project, but people didn't seem to trust her when she did the actual scanning, or at least Brandon didn't.
Maybe by now the technology is so common that it's like PCs nowadays, where someone can buy a PC and not know how they work. So maybe it's like that.
Yeah.
But I still find it a little bit hard to believe that a scientist operating that tech would not be familiar to it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Approximately blah blah blah, memory corrupted. Nearly half. Simulation reconfiguration necessary.
Woof.
Oh, that was 43%.
Yeah, but this looks a lot more than 43%.
What am I doing?
You're corrupting everything! Get rid of these veggies. You can't not have a dirt road.
This is like trying to make modern games work on my PC is what this is.
So I guess you have to choose between... What? Why'd you pause?
I'm just trying to understand what the red lines on the left, on the right are. Are they the things that are selected?
I don't know. Are they the corrupted ones? I need a dirt road.
These are the things that we need. I think?
Okay, so veg is below. Last one of the first row. Okay.
Oh, Soma. Type Soma.
Yeah. I have no idea what you're doing. Oh, you did it.
No one needs it.
Try loading a dummy scan. Shouldn't be that difficult. I just want to make sure I understand how the scan data is formulated before we start messing around with the real arc. Run the simulation and then hit pause while the code is running. It'll give me a cross-section of the process.
Hey, look, it's got you on it.
Well, she wanted a dummy scan first, so.
That's what I mean. Oh, yeah, that's what I mean. It's got you on. Make a joke.
You need to pause while the dummy is loaded, otherwise I can't know if it's working or not.
What does she mean?
Try pausing it when the dummy is loaded.
What is loaded?
I think you're supposed to go minus on the resource allocation so it moves slower. Or faster? No, that's making it faster. Yeah, there you go. Now pause it when the dummy's on.
Oh, I see.
You need to catch it while it's being loaded.
This is gonna take a while. Yay!
Yes, of course. So precise, so perfect.
Nothing like admiring your own work.
What? Oh, right.
Are we done here? Can we go to Omicron and get my new suit now?
Yeah, we should get going.
Want to bring this arc as a backup?
No, that wouldn't work. This is just a prototype.
Good. I prefer to travel light.
Let's go. Don't forget to take me with you.
Lever. You can do it.
Just, can I go to the previous screen?
Nope. You're stuck in simulation forever now.
Oh, come on, I wanted to run my thing.
Oh. That's a shame. Does it not let you?
No, like, going back just leaves the screen.
Yeah, it's dumb.
No, whatever.
Was everything so fuzzy before you got into the radiation chamber?
Yep.
Okay.
Prep arc with signal transmitter. Put on the neoprene undersuit and body harness. Check the HPS for any visual damage. Starting with the legs, fix the parts onto your harness and work yourself upwards. Lock all the pieces together as you go. Let a partner help you with the back piece and the torso. Tap the secure button on your arm piece. You should hear the suit seal itself. Oh, just like in my anime. The suit will then start to equalize pressure and tap into the oxygen tank. If the suit doesn't seal itself, prepare to fucking panic. Then flex the shock absorbers and try again. If it still won't work, you've probably suffocated by now.
Yeah. Okay.
Where's my spooks?
Just around the corner.
Ooh.
Where's my money?
I don't think I linked right to that.
Fresh mean. It is compared to fucking the ones we discussed.
That's true. I read that as Pete Trashy. Pete Strasky.
Who was he again? Boss type?
No. Hey, it's a dude.
It's a dude. Oh, it's that thing that we heard through the window, I think.
Possibly.
Come, bring this dude a drink. Smash your head into it. You're a robot. Dude. Too slow.
Yeah. It's Bob.
Maybe.
It's Bob Dude.
Can you smash the wet floor sign? It's ruined. No, it's pathetic. It's pathetic. You'll find yourself, Can you look at him from... Oh, it doesn't matter, he's dead anyway. Has he been taken over by robots? No.
He's just dead. Just good old plain dead.
Might have killed himself.
Maybe.
Yeah.
No. Huh? Yes? No.
Are they still alive-ish? I don't see it. Not much you can do about that.
Sounds like cartoony snoring noises.
Yeah.
Omega management. God damn it. I guess I actually have to go here.
Yeah. It's a nice design to have the window on your right as you walk past. See into the snowy room.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of stuff in there in this game like that where you know the thing in Portal that they did quite a lot? Where you walk past something but you can't get there yet?
Yeah.
You get a little tease. I think that's the first time that's happened in this whole game. I'm always sort of a little too fond of those things. Other people don't like them because they just like to see it as it's happening.
Yeah, it can be on the nose a little too much. A lot of these things are about.
Yeah. Are they the voice things or?
Yeah. I don't think I can lift it.
Is it actually harder to lift?
Yeah. My analog stick is now reaching the end of the like as far as I can pull it.
Yeah. I'll give it a shot.
It's pretty weak for a robot. Even I could carry it faster.
Yeah. Maybe it's a super chair.
No.
It's real heavy.
Clearly nobody at Frictional Games has ever lifted a chair.
It's entirely made out of iron.
Lead, at least.
Oh, it budged. It budged though, game.
It's like some...
Oh, you're doing it! Noises. Oh, come on. Oh, it's the server room.
Yeah. Get fucked! Can't come in here. We're closed! Yeah.
Can you climb through windows? Didn't think so. Can you open doors though? Because that would be pretty funny.
Access denied.
Scary game.
Ugh.
You did it, Grandpa.
Bam. What you think about that?
There's another chair.
Get-
Oh, look at him.
Get fucking
So
cheered on,
sad.
kid.
God, it sure is nice having an office, huh?
I'm playing. Yeah, eat shit, motherfucker.
Hey, baby. Well, that's a lot of printing you did.
Oh, it's
Oh.
Brandon.
Hey, Brandon. Did you kill yourself? Oh, looks like
Oops.
You won't get me, motherfucker! You hear me?
Really, that's it.
So, ripped it out of his cold, dead hands. Get your pink little bracelet.
Oh, saving, huh? Well, that works for me.
You solved the puzzle. Okay.
The more saves I get, the better.
Yep.
Is he gone?
I guess so.
Save, come out. No, it's not.
Where is our friend?
Holy shit.
What?
Just the bike that does.
Hmm.
I'm gonna need a chug of old beer.
Yes, a nice jug of glug glug.
Yeah, so you don't play for a good while, then get one shot by some cheap invisible enemy or a dog. Ray's been playing Momodora, the game that I got her.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Have you been getting along with it though?
Well, I mean, the checkpoint system is an absolute bitch.
Yeah.
It does sort of the Dark Souls thing. Ray might disagree with me, but I don't know. It does that thing where it's like the checkpoints are unforgiving, and then it does things like something jumps out from a chest or whatever, kills you, and it's like, haha, wasn't that exciting?
Yeah.
It's like,
It wasn't.
got him. Go get to your corpse to get your XP back. At least it doesn't do that. It's just so juvenile for me, that kind of design, where it's like, hey, got him. It's like,
Yeah.
well, good, you're making me hate video games. Because you're just basically, like, you're being a spiteful designer. At that point, you're not making a game, you're just trying to outplay your player.
Yeah. Okay, so what did you get from that?
Nothing.
I guess. Hello, friend?
What the fuck is that noise?
No idea. Oh, you're alive, huh?
I mean, could have looked worse.
I have looked worse.
My god, like, these emails are so boring.
One of the worst cases I've seen, and it's most likely his own damn fault. He blinded himself and clogged up his insides with structure gel. I'd be surprised if he ever woke up from the coma. It did make me think of Hart's absurd story about what happened at Lambda. Could it really be that I was somehow able to change and rebuild?
Like I was killing an enemy type several times, and all of a sudden an identical enemy drops a lantern that hurts you when you kill them. Was that a random thing? Because that's kind of neat, at least.
I like that, but I mean,
I just wish it was... I would prefer it if it was every enemy type. Because once you know that there's a chance that a lantern can drop, you will just always play as if every one of them could drop it. So that's kind of only works once as a trick.
yeah. More email.
Vanessa Hart. Hart appears to be in good shape considering the circumstances. Only bruises and mild hypothermia caused by the long walk. It's difficult to corroborate her story as she's the only one to return.
Do you know what corroborate means?
Yeah.
Okay.
Catherine Chun. As usual, Chun is quiet and does her best to avoid eye contact. She doesn't want to be here, but Strawmeyer demands another evaluation. Chun isn't obstinate or dishonest, but she'd rather not speak if it can be avoided. She has a hard time dealing with people in general, including doctors. Catherine Chun is weak in character, the perfect victim to be domineered and pushed around by others. She's a scared mouse I don't want to upset. so we sit quiet and pass the time.
What the fuck are these emails about?
Conrad. It's, I don't know. Conrad is dead. He boiled his brain to pulp with a WRAM macer following the ARC neuroscan. Clearly another continuity enthusiast killing himself to take his place on the ARC.
So, is this like a...
Coroner type?
No, I'm thinking more like a med bay for people who can't deal with it. So maybe she imagined it. She was referenced by people, wasn't she? As being
I
the
think it was
person who-
opening doors. Sorry.
Yeah. Uh-oh. That's pretty good though. Didn't expect that.
Why is everyone an exploded corpse? That's what I want to know.
I mean, they have been there a while, but for them to be naked and burnt, moist looking, I don't know, it's strange. Yeah, it's not great. Bye. Come back soon. Tempted fate. I like the way it turned around though.
Just like leaving.
I feel like someone's looking at me.
It's like 180. Do you ever get that feeling that you're being watched?
Yeah. I guess they did say come back soon, so.
Yeah.
It's like, soon? How about now?
My biggest problem with these is like I don't know what my goal is. So you're really just like tricked into wandering about aimlessly until in your aimless wandering you're supposed to blunder into the dude.
Yeah. Is this a new room?
For some reason you can't close it from
You
this.
can, other side. Left. So is this a new room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stromeyer, you there?
I hear you, Brandon. What do you got?
Akers and his critters are ferocious. They pick up on every move. There's no way past them.
Then we'll fight them. We got to get to the shuttle.
And end up like Shank and Adams? No way. Listen, I'll create a distraction and pull them to me. Get the gang to the shuttle station.
Wait, Brandon, what are you doing?
Don't worry, Alice. I'll be back as soon as you guys are safe. Just load up the shuttle and be ready to go.
Are you sure about this?
I don't plan to die today, sir. See you at the shuttle.
You're busy. Oh, that wasn't even scary for me. I just felt like we were in the bathroom. I didn't want to be disturbed. Anyway,
Ah, this is so dumb.
yeah. I don't remember where the buttholes were.
I don't know either. I'm just gonna like walk around like a retard so it gets me again so I can. This looks like something. I like how this corridor is just narrow enough for one person.
Jesus Christ! What the hell?
It's almost comical.
Yeah.
Are you scared, Red?
Like, what do I do? What's my...
Did you put the door opener onto the desk where you got the audio log?
No, but I don't...
I thought you took it out, but I'm not sure now.
I did, but I don't... maybe if I play myself, but not that bad now.
Good.
Here, maybe?
Maybe. Seems to have done
Now
something.
what? There's something not hooked up right.
Yeah, this has just become my least favorite part about frictional games. Or it's just a maze with one wandering enemy and you have to find your way around with no objective given to you. Same fucking deal in Amnesia. Same fucking deal in here. It's like, if you're a patient person and you haven't played a lot of these games, I can see the appeal. But I'd rather see a goal and then the challenge be getting to that goal than the challenge being trying to find what my goal is while walking around defenseless.
I don't play these kind of games, but if I did, I think this would make me anxious, but not in a enjoyable, scary kind of way, but just like how being on a train with a guy with a knife would make you anxious. Like, it's not nice. You're just kind of waiting to either get off the train or to get stabbed to death. That's not fun. But that's coming from a person who just hasn't ever enjoyed horror games unless they're very creative and have a good story or something. Which this one has an okay story, but then you have long stretches like this where you just get breadcrumbs and I don't know.
No. Like all of these things that I have to do, like I can't zoom in, like I don't.
Corridor you were in before, or different?
Yeah, I'm using it to go around the monster.
Yeah.
Is this it?
I have no idea.
No.
No, you were in there. Let's put the cables in here. Look at that map. You need to get a chip in Omega Management.
Yeah, I mean I Alright, I'll look at the map. Because I know, like, I know what I need to do. Roughly, I think. I just don't know how to get to that room. I tried to look at the map, but
It's really hard to read.
it's hard to read, and I didn't. It's hard to read, and I didn't know. I didn't know what the room was called because they don't have names that I could see. So trying to figure that shit out while a monster is wandering around, the map being on the route of the map, means that I have limited time to look at the map. But I'll look for the map again. Now that I know that it's Omega Management, I can at least try and find it. It's not here, I don't think. That's what you meant. Oh, I got the chip already then. No, that's not the room. I already got the chip, and I inserted it next to the elevator, and he said something's still missing. And I think I'm supposed to visit the room where I got busted by the monster,
Right.
to change the chip or load it up or whatever. I don't know if that's what the walkthrough mentions, but
Yeah.
because I really risk right now fucking killing myself, but I mean, you load up the chip, and you can close it,
It's still not working. It's
and it
missing
says
something.
it's still missing something. Yeah, well, I can't go anywhere. Like, it's a dead end. How dumb is that? Security checkpoint.
No.
I am like... alright.
For the difficulty, or
Yeah.
yeah.
I was like an inch close to just choosing the no monster difficulty setting.
Can you still change it? Or no?
No. It's just... It's garbage design. I don't know. I feel more spooked in Deep Rock Galactic when we're overrun by swarms. You laugh, but it's true.
Yeah, no, and I get what you're saying. Can you press the buttons? Like the red buttons where you put the thing in? It's so funny to me that you press the zoom in button and it goes further away.
Alright, so I go back, then take a left.
Like it's bigger when you're just standing in the front of it. What a dumb game.
Like, can't go here, so it's a dead end.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Like,
This would be the point at which I would go. Not out of frustration, just out of lack of fun.
yeah. Rule number 1 of stealth game design. Your arenas, your stealth arenas, need to be circular in design. That's rule number 1. You need to be able to go in a full circle. No dead ends.
Alright, so what's next? Is this the...
Well, it actually seems you're at the point where you can just place the chip into the elevator panel since it was open. That's what I did.
Yeah, and then he says...
Something's still missing. So
Yeah.
I need to find... I don't know if that's what I need to do, but I'm pretty sure that's what I do need to do. There was a room. I don't know if you were watching at the screen at the time, where the monster got me the first time. There was a prompt for me to insert the Omni tool, and I don't know if that's relevant to the puzzle,
I would assume so.
or if it's some optional like audio lock thing or whatever.
Yeah, because I don't remember where that room was either.
Yeah, this is security management, and there's nothing in here that I could see. What? Conference room. Again, dead end. The lights will turn off and the area will now be pitch black. Get to the elevator now. Point 1 on the map. Place the connector chip into the panel and secure it by flipping 2 small levers.
Okay.
Quickly get inside the elevator. Press the maintenance button. 2 small levers?
Inside of the panel, I guess.
Okay, I'll try that. Whoops. Still need to stare at a corner some more.
Still in that conference. Got colleagues, am I right? Do we know what the enemies are?
No.
They just okay.
Wanna bet it'll take me fucking ages to find the elevator now?
Nah, you'll be fine.
I'm sorry, by the way, if this is causing some secondhand frustrations, but
I'm used to it. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
right.
But this is... Oh, that's the room!
Oh, okay. You wanna check it out?
Sure, why not? What's the worst that'll happen?
You get eaten.
Yeah. Oh, you can lock the monster this way, I guess?
Oh, okay.
I don't know, to be honest, what the fuck do I do here? Just stare at a wall? Is this hidden?
I guess you can climb over the desk again if he comes in. But then he'll still chase you.
Yeah, but I'm injured,
Right.
so I'll be running slower.
Well, let's hope he's a raptor.
If this worked in Amnesia, at least
Yeah.
you would have a monster. Like everyone hypes up Amnesia and says like, "Wow, it's so spooky! I quit, uninstalled." And meanwhile, I'm just playing the game, doing this, staring at a wall until monsters go away.
How about?
Yeah. I don't think I tabbed out a single time, but it was tempting.
Got some good shuffly noises.
I think it's out.
I feel like whoever did the voice acting for this guy must have wrecked their throat for a while.
Well, that looks like saving.
Yep.
And the walkthrough doesn't mention this? Because I would figure... that, that you would need to upgrade the security on the chip before you can, like, give it access to the elevator?
Possibly. It does say security checkpoint room, so maybe that's where you were.
Well, we'll see.
Oh, there's the lever. Feel that shit in place? Did it! Your reward is 291.
Like, this isn't... Oh, whatever. I'm spooked! Hi!
My pants. Let's go to some maintaining.
Wow, the moon is really bright. Sneak, sneak.
I like one.
Oh no! Ugh.
Press the emergency button to talk to an operator.
Thought you were reading the walkthrough.
No. Just talking shit.
Whoa.
Oh no.
That was interesting.
Oh no! That's unpleasant. That's the thing. Yeah, that's more spooky to me than the monsters. I hate.
Really?
Because you're underneath an elevator that's like unmanned. The falling down is alright.
Okay, I thought it was the falling down.
No, I mean that was bad, but I'd rather have your robot body fall down than be crushed by an elevator. Mission Impossible Jack style. Don't like that at all.
Limp, limp.
Yeah, I'm just like that. Ow. Oh, look at that! It's got an asshole for a face. Not a butt.
Guess it's an ass hat.
Butt face. Well, it doesn't say you're dead, so I guess you are not. Guess that was supposed to happen?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, is it just dark? Are you supposed to turn on your flashlight?
Don't move. It's okay.
Huh.
What?
It's over now. Relax.
Look at this DVD player.
Ashley? What are you doing here?
Hanging out, like couples do.
We're not...
You don't want me?
Yes, of course, but... What happened?
We fell in love.
You wreck this guy's shit? Okay. Oh, he tried to wreck your shit. Guess you've been infected now, huh? Sorry.
Oh, for a moment I thought you meant like you were making fun of his sounds, which sounded very insincere. But I guess you meant just the squishy sounds that are.
Yeah, they did some good Foley, I think. And some of it, I don't know, I kind of like it.
I don't know. I don't know why they don't work for me.
That's fine. You don't pay them. They don't gotta work for you.
Yeah, no. I think because they're kind of too wet. No, I don't know.
Oh, you mean those noises in particular?
Yeah.
Oh man, I've still got some. Never mind.
I was gonna say that.
Is it a person?
No, that's what I thought as well. I don't know what the name of the developer who did Outlast is. I want them to do another horror game that isn't Outlast 3.
Yeah.
Just do another IP.
Be nice.
Sounds like with Outlast 2 they tried a little bit too hard. But I still really liked Outlast, and that to me was the sequel. Like that's the game that I wanted to see from Friction Games. I'm still salty about Amnesia. It's not that I'm angry about it, just disappointed.
Oh, bless you.
Yeah. Is this on? Is this off? Okay. Is this where they have no idea how to end the game and spam with enemy Outlast 2 is also a lot of running and hiding. Running, though, is something this game could use.
Do you have a weapon or anything?
No, not in Outlast 1. In Outlast 1, running and hiding meant that you had 2 activities. What the fuck do you have here?
I mean, you run when
Hiding.
you get caught, I guess, but that's only delaying the inevitable, it seems.
Yeah, you can run away from monsters here. I did that a couple of times. But in Outlast, there are scripted, crafted running experiences. Not in 2 either. You have a few time sequences you need to like push a thing before shit catches you and you die. Yeah, before shit catches you or you die. Yeah, I mean, the first one had pretty much the same. And I prefer that because it makes immediate intuitive sense and it is immediately over. Like if there's a sprint from A to B, it's a scripted sequence that's, I guess, more casual. But I know immediately and intuitively what my goal is. And it's not like here where it's open-ended and you're just wandering from room to room trying to find the one room that inexplicably has the solution to a puzzle that you have not encountered yet. I have not even encountered the elevator yet. And I encountered its solution before the elevator. I found the chip before I found the elevator.
A little weird.
So, whereas in Outlast 1, that never happened to me. Everything felt like a natural progression. There was running, there was hiding, there was puzzle solving. And here it's just like a lot of sneaking around. And the puzzles make no sense. Scripted railroad, yeah. I mean, for some it's a bad thing. I can definitely understand the standpoint of it being bad. There are definitely people who prefer this. And I understand that. But I personally just prefer being a boring autistic person. I just need hand-holding. Like I said earlier, I want to see my goal and the challenge be in reaching that goal. Well, not there, I guess.
Should have crawled through.
Oh, I can't crawl. So.
I guess we would have said something already if that was possible. Everything's so flashy.
Yeah. I feel like yeah, I guess that sort of makes sense. I was gonna say, in a game like Dead Space 2, where the objective is generally more broad, like we have to find a way out of this district, or we have to find fuel for a ship to leave this space station or whatever, and then you're like, I don't know where we would find fuel, so we have to kind of roam.
Yeah. Kathy should know, though.
But stuff like this, you know exactly the location where you're going. Like, we need to go to Omega. We need to go to Theta. You have... I can't fucking... No. You have specific objectives, but you don't... At the same time, it's structured very in an open-ended way. So it's like I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just supposed to wander. Hold on.
You go through this room and out the other side.
Whoa. No, I'm just. But And it makes sense for these developers because this is their first game that has a very rigid narrative structure. And the game doesn't reflect that, in my opinion. Whereas in Penumbra, the game was, exploration focused. It's like your father. The premise is that your father passes away, and you go through his stuff now that he's passed away.
Which game?
Penumbra.
Okay.
Penumbra, the very first one, Overture.
Yeah.
You go through his stuff, and you find that he was researching something in Greenland, a mine in Greenland. That was the last thing he was doing before he disappeared, aka died. Like, his body wasn't found, I think. So you go to Greenland, and you follow his notes to pursue his research and continue his research. And there's no objective that's like, he found a relic that's hidden somewhere in the tomb of this. Like, no, it's just like he was researching this. And as you go into the mine, suddenly the father thing becomes very much in the background.
Yeah.
And you start finding Inuit mythology that is in parallel with what the spooky stuff that's happening in this mine. And you're trying to figure out, like, is it Inuit spooks? Or is it something else? What is happening in this mine?
Yeah.
And it's not really anything rigid. It's just like, find out what's happening. And so you just explore and you try to go deeper and further into the mine that was used as a mine in the early 20th century and becomes a research station in the early 21st century.
Okay.
So it's kind of like this varied level design between the mine and the research station.
It's kind of nice.
Yeah, and you're supposed to just go deeper, basically. That's your only objective.
Yeah. That's another thing about this game. All the environments look the same. They all have the same colors.
Yeah.
Same furniture. Like, I know that it's all one company, but there's different departments. I feel like it would be nice if we got some change of scenery. And even if only slight.
There's different color palettes, sort of. But yeah, I'd like a little bit more variety. I do appreciate, however, to stop complaining for a moment, that it has a stronger narrative drive.
Yeah.
Because as nice as it was to wonder about the mines in Penumbra, it was very light on storytelling. It was mostly just like notes you found, and it was not a story. Like, the story of the location was the story of the game.
Right.
Yeah.
I like all the extra little lore snippets you can find here that you don't have to pick up. But
Yeah.
So you get a feel for the characters, and that makes it more impactful when they die or when you find out more about them. Not when they die, but when you mess with their brains or whatever.
Yeah. Like, the Carl bit, I really liked, and that's not something...
Oh, Carl!
That's not something that you would find in Penumbra. My screen is getting weird.
Oh, why? Not interact with that. No, I guess not.
Oh, it's on the other side.
And when you get close, you don't get the same prompt as crawling through the vent.
Nope. Well, no, that's the door I saw from the other side when you...
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Gosh, dang it.
Pretty blues. Thought it would be great to have this flesh fungus sort of imitate its environments, the way that it seems to be imitating human flesh.
Maybe.
And I guess in a way it might be with the blue mushrooms, because there's blue lights around.
Whoa!
I didn't even see it. Is it the same guy as before?
Yeah. Oh man.
He's so slow.
Oh, that's dead end.
And incisive as you are.
What?
I feel bad.
About?
Calling you indecisive.
I am though.
Yeah, but it's still bad.
Mm-hmm.
Poking fun.
It's just Bance. Or is it? I'll remember later.
No!
I'm kidding.
Minus reputation. I got... Too much popcorn.
Whoa! You pass, my dude. Yeah, alright, you pass.
I think I'm gonna go to the bathroom while you wait for him to pass. You
Sure.
can continue playing.
Yeah. Which part are you laughing at, Ray? That indecisive thing? Can you move through?
Yep.
Nah, sure. A rope.
I'll check. I think I used them all up.
Oh, I'm so tired of this shit.
Okay. I return. Okay. Me. Kitty butt. the service battery. You can do it.
No, I'm dead, I think.
Yeah, I think that was a noise of seeing you. He's not running. If he just doesn't wander far enough, he might turn back. Hey, buddy. Guess you give up.
Did we win yet?
Not
No.
yet.
Just do it. Come on. What is this garbage?
You gotta do it for a long time, so you get real nervous about monsters.
Basically, we needed to recharge this so I could interact with a button.
Oh, slowly considering other shit is I understand that there's maybe on a backup battery, but I don't know, I feel like the whole system would be shot. Area.
Now we won, I think.
You wanna?
Just take me. Sweet embrace
Yeah.
of death.
Just walk straight forward into some sewage.
What?
I have no idea.
Oh, I'm walking along the bottom.
You're a robot, so you him.
Yeah, sure.
You're gonna corrupt the whole arc thing because you're corrupted now.
Can't see shit.
Yeah, me neither.
No. I mean, I'm sure that Ray cannot see shit just at all, but she was also making a pun. Yeah. I liked it.
Good. Some top chat here. I don't know what the chat. Guess I should see before I popped it out.
I mean, jokes aside, I really can't see shit.
What the hell? I mean, I assume you have to get back up again, but how? The stairs are blocked?
Yeah. I can't. What?
If only you had Ray with the flares.
Yeah. Oh, is this it?
Run! Yeah.
Hmm?
Just it's some suspect for that to be there and not to be used. Oh, this is what... Huh? How would you get to the other side? No, I think this is the way you're supposed to go. Oh, okay. Okay, back across on it? Okay. Can you see now, Ray? It's still dark, but it's not as dark. Just dump shit in the water.
I think it's supposed to, yeah?
Looks like it. I don't know what the fuck else it wants. There, but that seems too far. Oh. It's a butthole.
Gravity recalibration initiated.
Well, I'll give you a clean take. Once this water's over.
I mean, you could just go back and take that. It's a ball.
It's a fucking butthole! Okay.
What happened? What did she do? Come on, we gotta get her out of there.
Holy shit, Hart blew up the O2 surplus. She sealed the tunnel.
She really didn't want anchors following us to Omicron. Ah, shit, she's fucking hurt.
Her suit is leaking.
We have to get her to Omicron.
Shit, it's bad, real bad.
Oh, fuck, no!
There's still air bubbles coming out of it. All this. That's impressive.
I love you.
Look, I am. Okay, I'm not a person of science, but if I were, I'd be real upset right now. That's 200 years of bubbles, my dude. No, that's not, but it's definitely a long time. Oh, it's a fish living in her head. Oh, thank you.
I think you're about as done with this game as I am. I think the point at which you... when you enter that tone of nonchalance and
What?
somewhere between annoyance and indifference.
Alright, let's find Omicron.
Well, you're not wrong. I'm still appreciative of parts of it, for sure.
Yeah.
I just wish... I wish they'd have more experience, I guess, in doing something that I want them to do. But that's not to say there's not many people enjoying this game exactly as it is.
I think in general there are fewer people who enjoyed, like, this generated less buzz than Amnesia.
I didn't
4 out
even-
of 10, it's okay.
It's a little harsh, but I hadn't heard of this game, I don't think.
Really? At all?
At all.
I mean,
This is Omicron? Hope they saved me a diving suit.
I think I talked about it with you.
Yeah, but before then I...
Okay.
Unless you talked to me about it when it came out.
I was interested in it.
I might have just forgotten. Seems like...
No, I mean, I was interested in it, but then nothing they showed me, or nothing I read about it, and I just sort of, I didn't read into it too much. But nothing I had heard about it made me interested in it. Nothing about it made me think, wow, this is different from Amnesia.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this is Amnesia, but just different.
Yeah.
Hey, come on! Open up!
No.
What is this shit? Armor for the apocalypse?
Omicron is in quarantine. This is why they didn't answer our call.
Hello!
Christ, Strasky, it's called a radio. They're not gonna hear you better if you scream.
Jonesy, are you okay? Look, I know you're the strong, silent type, but I need you to say something every now and then so I know you're all right. Jonesy? Jones.
Fuck's sakes. Let's try the annex again. Maybe we can break in.
We're losing Jonesy. We need to get her inside.
Well, get in line!
Alvaro, there's nothing we can do for her right now. Hit the stasis switch and let's check the annex.
Oh, fuck.
Is it?
I'll be honest with you, I actually don't know what the fuck is an annex. I know what it is in, like, book terms.
Where am I going? This isn't safe.
Isn't it like an addition to a building? Like something that's been built afterwards?
Yeah. Is this isn't safe, like, a thing that is meant to stop me from going? Oh, this is where I will go with the power suit? Okay.
Oh, possibly.
Ah!
That's really far.
Ah!
What the hell? Okay.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Define. Yeah, that doesn't sound great. That sounds like you've done burst. Add as an extra or subordinate function, especially if you don't. A building joined to or associated with the main building, providing additional space or accommodation.
Okay.
So yeah, it's just an extra bit to a building on the outside. Yeah, that's what it is, right?
Where am I? Is this out? Like, where? Oh, it's this one.
The music seems to approve of you being here. Hello, fishes. I feel like there's a lot of...
Let's find Omicron.
That's weird, I didn't say that before.
Yeah.
So, what did you say?
I feel like there's a lot of red herrings in this game. Like the drawings of the fish monsters. Like that wasn't a thing. Is it just her doodling because she was bored? And that's cool. It's fine. I've done that. I've been there, but it seems...
I think that's more of an idea that the WoW is altering organic life.
Yes, maybe. Got you one, Wolfie.
That immerses me.
This is Omicron? Hope they save me at diving school.
Need a butthole?
No.
Can't tell.
Well,
Just
I
not sure
always have a need of a butthole.
Okay. You got at least one.
I need more.
Okay.
Does this count? Like,
I don't think so. I feel like you need to do something other than gingerly leap across beams.
I guess this isn't the type of game for this. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. So he said to check the annex, right?
Yeah.
The annex to what? Is
Well,
this an annex?
I'm following the wires.
I guess this is an annex. It's not attached, but it's kind of an addition to. It's got a little face.
You've got a face.
Where?
It's on the front of your head.
Oh my god, how did that get there? Why did that make you laugh when I'm doing this? Did that say soup?
Yes.
Okay, that's nice of them to offer soup. A bit tricky underwater, but... Yeah, just leave that right on the floor.
Before flushing, make sure to open valves and turn on the pump.
Wait, I got a whole skeleton inside of me. I grew it right at home.
Open valves. Before flushing, make sure to open valves. Alright.
Actually, it's more like I got a nervous system in my skeleton. It's also kind of terrifying.
But it doesn't let me...
Not too bad. Try harder. Maybe it's because there's a red button on it?
Pressure pump.
Didn't do anything. I just hit your head twice. What about that button?
I can't do it.
Well, you'll just have to press the button without opening the water valves or whatever the fuck it said.
Can I just...
You gotta use.
No!
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Use it.
No.
Yes.
Just let me through.
Use it. It's not gonna let you. I don't even get what you want.
Yeah?
Fuck you. Still have to use it first. Okay, so what does it want you to put into the chippy thing? Inside of there.
I think I need to restore the power.
What's this thing to your left? What's that thing? Nothing.
Some rust and garbage.
Yeah. You're beautiful.
Thanks. You're supposed to be in there, by the way? I mean, I interacted with everything in there. Are you serious?
Maybe you're supposed to press the button and do what the warning tells you not to do.
Well, Yeah, I didn't push the button. That's about the only thing I didn't do. But it said...
No?
Before flushing, do the other things.
Yeah, but you can't do the other thing.
Because I need the power. That's how I understood it.
Yeah.
Do you just have the walkthrough open in a different tab?
I feel like if I had man hands, I would notice. Push the button. Ah, there we go.
It's so silly.
That doesn't make any sense whatsoever, but alrighty then. Missed. It's like when you grab for a door handle.
Huh?
Just, yeah.
Removing the water.
Oh no! That's no good. Well, we did it anyway. We solved it.
I pasted text and it crashed the stream from you. Weird. Huh. Well, I did it. Whoa! What the fuck?
I don't know. Did this part sync? No, it was already like that. Otherwise, why would there be a ladder? I don't know what happened. Is that a dead person on your left?
Yeah.
Hello.
You've seen one, you've seen them all.
No, I love every single dead person.
I'm not getting anything. I can't read him like the others.
Because he's still alive.
Catherine?
What?
There you are.
Where are we?
We're right next to Omicron, a smaller building connected to the main site. Can't you tell?
No, my view is pretty limited. There's some heavy restrictions on my system access. Did you find a power suit?
Not yet. Trying to figure out how to get into Omicron, the big building.
Oh, okay. Keep up the good work.
That's it? You got nothing?
Good luck.
Thanks.
Why such a bitch?
Kath?
He's doing this for
How are
you.
you so okay with all this?
With what?
Being a talking box, for one thing. Not being human.
It's not so bad.
So, you're not bothered at all by not having a body?
I'm getting there. You're making me feel really self-conscious.
Come on, be serious.
I never felt that comfortable being human in the first place. This isn't much worse.
Not being able to move would freak me out. Glad you got the box and not me.
Would make it a little easier to help out if I had a body, but you're doing a good job.
Just figured being able to stretch a little would give you some ease.
My physical constraints don't translate to my experience very well. I feel about as human as before, but as if suspended in air. Which is kind of interesting now that I think about it.
You're gonna give her anxiety.
Huh?
Kath.
Yeah?
Kiss it, hey.
Thank you.
Precious sneeze.
Why do you think I was made? Why would this AI, the WoW, bring me here?
I don't think we could ever know. I have my own beliefs, but nothing that can be verified.
Tell me, why do you think the WoW brought me here?
The WoW had a range of assignments, but they all sprung from one single idea. Preserve humanity. When the comet hit the Earth, killing everything, leaving a fraction of humanity left alive, the WoW started to compensate.
It's restoring humanity.
I think so, but I don't think we share its definition of human. Or life, for that matter.
There's a fish fair.
What?
The fourth item.
Catherine, are we alive?
Oh
That's
boy.
an impossible question to answer. We lack meaningful definitions.
I just figured there must be a way to know. To know if this life is worth living.
It's so random.
You assume you've changed so much, but have you really?
I don't know. I don't feel so different. But the world sure does. I never realized how much the idea of myself depended on where I am.
How do you mean?
I miss Toronto. And not because my friends and family are there, but because I know where I fit in. In Toronto, I know who I am.
That's an interesting observation.
Melancholically rips a panel off the wall.
The fuck is all this shit?
They're fish fairs. Turn the fish fair on. They look like food boxes, sort of.
fuck? I
You
don't.
can't put it back on. No, you wrecked it now. This is your home. Good job.
I'm trying to rotate it.
Wow. Oh, what happened here? Fucking Star Wars laser came out of it.
This is dumb.
He needs glasses.
What?
He needs glasses.
Yeah. Omicron lighting? Omicron, so it's like at the bottom here.
Just turn them on.
What?
Turn them all on. Yeah, power for everybody.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah, it is.
No, because if we turn on some fucking shit.
That would be great. Turn on the fish sphere.
No, shut up.
Oh, please, I want the fish sphere.
No, not allowed. No, not allowed. In case they're fucking monsters.
Ray! Tell Air to get the fish sphere.
No.
I need it.
If you're willing to play through any section that has monsters in it, sure.
Oh, go fight fish spheres. It sounds cute.
It sounds cute, but...
Yeah, races do what I say.
Uh-huh.
God damn it.
Again, if you're willing to play through any monsters that pop up, I'll turn them on.
I'm too lazy.
No? Yeah, well, exactly my point. Me too. I just had enough.
That's fair.
Just doing some exploring.
I just had enough of, like, sneaking past fucking monsters all the fucking time.
Yeah. Also, I think they're just talking a lot because it's probably the last section where you're going to be able to.
I don't know. Gask, I tried to figure out what it was about, but they wouldn't tell me anything. All I know is they asked if you were missing or if you were dead. Something must have freaked them out. I think you better do as they tell you. Herbie. Do you want the solution?
To save on time, I imagine.
Not really. I mean, I'm not tired of puzzles. I'm tired of wandering around aimlessly while monsters patrol.
What does that panel to the right say? Is that useful at all?
This?
Yeah, okay.
Right, I need to restore power here. The fuse box thing is what you need to use.
Yeah, but which... I do kind of like... I guess you could just flip them on and off until this bit is on.
Yeah, but I... Matt, the chromatic aberration.
Yeah. I'm also assuming that the... Oh, I see.
Yeah. Nothing bad. Well, that's comforting.
I think it needs to form a line.
I don't know. Oh.
If you turn the second one on, nothing happens?
I think I understand. It's what you said, basically. This reminds me of the, a little bit of the Resident Evil 3 water redirection puzzle at the end of the game, if you remember, right?
The Witness has so many puzzles like this and I'm sick of it. I assume it can go over It can overcharge if you leave too much open. Short circuit. You just need to have fewer connections open because you had some dead ends, I think.
I don't actually. Well, it's a bit of a meme, that water direction thing. Oh.
Terminal
cool.
just lit up.
Yeah.
River, do we have any painkillers left? This tinnitus is becoming crippling.
Sorry, we only have heavy stuff left. Morphine level drugs.
I'll take it. Feels like my head is about to explode.
Can do. That's stuff for emergencies. Besides, Cameron thinks the ringing will settle when JR reaches 100%.
Then tell him to hurry the fuck up.
Should be a matter of hours. Just hang in there.
Keep me posted.
Yeah, well, I have this thing I need to take care of, so I'll talk to you later, okay?
Sure thing, Herb.
He must have overloaded his black box.
Humans have black boxes?
Here we do. Company policy. It records your vitals to help medical personnel treat you in case of accidents.
That's how I can hear the dead.
Right. Yeah, you should be able to data mine black boxes, just like the intercom in Theta.
It's funny because we've encountered black boxes as a concept earlier in the game, and Simon already knew what they were, but now we get another exposition about them.
Yeah. So did this guy fucking rip the black box out of his head?
Yeah, I don't know. It did say that it overloaded his black box.
Yeah, I get you now.
There has to be a way to cancel the lockdown. Have a look around the room.
Upstairs, there was a note with numbers on it.
Yeah. Boop, doop, boop, doop, doop, doop. Come on.
Are you hearing that glitched noise?
Yeah, what is that?
Tell me about it. On the whiteboard? Wasn't that one? Wasn't there a whiteboard too? I thought I was remembering.
Oh, it's me.
Did you do that, Catherine?
What?
Never mind. I think I solved it.
Solved what?
Why do I get the feeling that we just got lowered into the back of a van?
What are you talking about?
Explain. Catherine wants to help you.
Which ones?
Which one's which? Kathy is suspiciously not on there.
Update enables black boxes. Failsafe CRTH4. This is nothing really. What was it? 6866?
I think so.
Omicron retracted the quarantine shutters. Lockdown canceled.
Something wants us to come inside.
And we want to go inside. What's the problem? Come on, let's get going.
So eager.
I am ready.
Just walk into that trap, guns blazing, by which I mean flexing your biceps. Wow, okay.
That was a weird reflection. Oh, hello, my dude.
Oh, we didn't even see that.
Fucking open! And nobody's answering to anything! What kind of cold-hearted motherfuckers would just leave us out here to die?
Don't you get it? They're dead. They're all dead.
Yeah. You're right.
How can you be so calm about this shit? We are dying!
How much air have you guys got?
20 minutes, tops.
Hey, I'm in red. Seconds away before the CO2 gets me.
Stresky.
Why wait, right? I'm the master of my own fate.
Wait, Stress, what are you doing?
That's your character right there.
I thought he was just gonna go, I love this air. Just real deep breath. Just like, yeah, pretty much. So good. Hey, bud. Where'd you come from? Inside, I guess. Although the door's not open, it's just unlocked. That's the word I was looking for. Open. You just walked over that corpse. No respect.
No, well, fuck that corpse.
I don't know. It's pretty moist.
That's the ideal condition.
Okay. Squats. Didn't shake.
Well, like, do I have to do it again? Oh, use alternate entrance.
Okay.
Mechanical malfunction.
What the fuck alternative entrance do you mean? Around the corner? Like over the bridge thing? That would make the most sense, right? If it was still intact, that would be... The bridge, I mean, if it was still intact, that would be a normal thing to aim for.
I don't know.
But it just doesn't seem like the game to make you do this.
No. Just hasn't had any platforming sections.
Yeah.
Unless you count the ladder bit.
Can you interact with the floaty ball?
No. I think.
Which, yeah.
It is, but I don't know why. Mechanical malfunction. Use alternate entrance.
I have no idea.
I mean, I could try the bridge just in case. See if that's the solution. Whoa!
You did it.
Oh.
Bye.
Well, that looks right.
Yeah.
I like how it smudges your screen as well. Just like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah. Spooks.
Maximum spooks. I'm afraid of heights, but I can't. It's not like I can fucking see down there anyway.
Yeah, it's blackness.
I guess it's scary for people who, again, the whole sea depths thing.
It's kind of spooky.
Oh, okay.
Not in this case. It's spooky in real life.
Yeah.
There's no way of getting back up.
I still, again, this is a missed opportunity in my opinion, but also I don't think these developers are competent enough to pull that off, even a little bit.
Let's find that secret
Not necessarily throwing stones at them, because that's just not where their strength lies. But I'm still waiting for a game that's underwater, that is the focus of which is about being underwater. BioShock completely missed the mark for me. There was a game that probably...
Subnautica does that.
So, I mean, I'll have to give Subnautica a shot to see if it kind of...
Did you pick it up for free?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, stuff like... There's this game that probably nobody has ever heard of, or doesn't remember anymore. It was called... It came out 150 years ago, exactly. And its name was Hypothermia.
It sounds familiar.
I think it was called Hypothermia. And the game was about an underwater station, I think. Man, you love this game. You know of that game? I'm impressed. But it had this whole thing of water physics. And the water physics were the name of the game. It got a remake? You sure? It flopped hard.
Well, clearly someone remembers it.
But it had water physics, and the water was filling up the hallways, and you had to like navigate a constantly changing environment, and the idea was way ahead of its time because the technology wasn't there. It was 100% clunky. But it had a really cool idea of you were underwater, and the structure that you were in that was underwater could be filled up. Cryostasis is another game that is about scaring you about being underwater. Okay.
What just happened? Nothing?
Nothing.
Okay. Do not touch the other corpse?
Was there another?
Yep.
Oh yeah. Touch all the
Their
corpses.
heads are gone, so I guess the
Oh, yeah.
box is gone too.
Yeah.
Maybe it took the heads to back them up? I don't know.
They do say two hats are better than one. Maybe not mix it up with something else. Possibly. Hypothermia is the game that, again, it was a sub or an underwater structure. It was a female protagonist, I believe. And I just remember footage of, like, you would be walking down the hallway, then water would flood, but not in like a scripted sense, where it's just a fucking cube-shaped thing filling up a space.
Yeah.
But it was physics-enabled water flooding a hallway, and suddenly your walking animation becomes a swimming animation, and you had to like direct water from one room to another. Like, it was very water-focused, but it was so gimmicky and way ahead of its time that it didn't really work. Cryostasis is a Slav game that's all about being underwater as well. It's a little more scripted. I heard good things about it, but supposedly it's really clunky. So I ended up not trying.
same thing when you enter?
There was a dude inside, I think.
Is there?
So. Just could barely make anything out with all the glitching.
I'm getting a headache from how fuzzy everything is.
Yeah, well, that's chromatic aberration for you. Any corpses inside? No.
Not anymore. It's small for corpses anyway. Just right size for a head. It's fine when it's post-processing stuff, but in games I've never liked it.
I like it in some games. I generally dislike it. I didn't mind it in A Dying Light.
Just Dying Light.
Yeah, sorry, I went UH Dying Light.
Oh yeah.
Dying Light. I thought it was okay in Dying Light. When I saw it in trailers for the game, I got really put off. But then I played it and I didn't mind it for whatever reason.
That's Dying Light again.
It's the parkour zombie game.
Oh yeah.
Spiritual successor to Dead Island. Yeah.
It's great.
I really liked it. The DLC was kind of.
Was the chromatic aberration everywhere, or mainly just when he was calling, or?
No, it was.
Radioing in, I mean?
It was everywhere.
Okay.
It was just subtle.
Because I remember seeing it when he was radioing in, but. Yeah, that game was very nice and sharp. I don't know, I liked it.
Is this Omicron? Everything is so basic, so limited. I hope it's not the Omnitool falling apart. Okay, we need to find you a power suit. You know, so we can go into the abyss without ending up like a recycled can of soda.
You think we'll find one that fits me? I mean, I'm kind of in a suit already.
That's been bothering me too. You know how you were transferred from Vancouver?
Toronto.
From then to now.
How could I forget?
Okay, so we do it again.
You want to send me to the future?
No, you idiot. I want to transfer your mind into a new body.
What?
Look, we already know it can be done. We don't need to make it a big deal.
It is a big deal, Kath. It's a huge fucking deal. There's got to be something else that can take us down there.
But Dunbat at Theta was the only vessel that could take that pressure, and you saw what happened.
Then think of something else.
Simon, please. You don't have to switch this instant. Just play along for now. If we find something else, then great. If not...
I'm not promising anything.
Thank you, Simon. Have a look around the room. This is where they would keep the power suits, if there are any left.
It's not like he's bulky, though. His head
No. He's wearing a suit already, is the thing. They already had this conversation as well, which makes it a little weird.
Yeah.
But, it's not like you can wear a suit on top of a suit.
I just don't see why not, I guess.
Yeah. Look, just because you can wear 7 shirts doesn't mean that you can...
Doesn't mean that you should.
Simon, look for a suit in the lockers.
It's processing. Leave. Have a drink of water. Like there's not rude.
What? You know, one of the longest running jokes in Silent Hill
If there are any power
franchise.
suits left, they should be in the lockers.
Really? Well, they're all locked.
They're different lockers.
I know.
Normal lockers.
I know.
That
But
shit on the floor.
what?
On the right. In the corner. Corner locker. Other corner. Back. Left. Okay.
One of the longest running jokes in the Silent Hill franchise is how every single door is locked.
Yeah, that door is locked.
And it's, yeah, the text isn't varied, so you walk up to...
Look for a suit in the lockers.
You go look for a suit in the lockers.
You walk up to a door and this door is locked. This door is locked. This is locked. This is blocked. This is locked.
Little eyes in that one. Look, he has little eyes. It's very sneaky. Yeah.
If there are any power suits left, they should be in the lockers.
Hello.
Oh, God.
Alrighty then.
Nice. I found one of the power suits. There's a dead woman inside. At least I think it's a woman. Just like the body we found in the annex. She's missing her head.
She is
Gross.
now.
This could work in our favor, though. Look for a terminal nearby, see if you can boot it up.
There's a lot of like viscera to come out of that for her already missing her head.
Yeah.
Okay.
High pressure power suit guaranteed to withstand temperatures spanning from 50 Celsius degrees to minus 75 Celsius, while keeping a steady 40 Celsius default on the inside. Crispy. The suit will automatically shield the wearer from pressure and maintain the normal 1 ATM up to a depth of 5,000 meters.
Nice.
The onboard controller monitors the wearer's physical state and is able to minimize the risk of shock, hyperventilation, and even dehydration, as well as mild cases of hangover. The suit is easily assembled through rotating neck and wrist rings that locks the gloves and helmet in place. Note that the joints won't seal unless the controller is able to identify a wearer through a set of sensory systems. Suits may be locked to specific personnel, but as a default, the suit will accept anyone. What a slut of a suit. The controller is the onboard computer monitoring pulse, brain activity, body temperature, and stress through skin conductors. It uses this information to provide the wearer with the safest experience.
Well,
Come on, let's activate the power suit.
let me guess. It's gonna be locked to someone. What are you scanning for?
Suits. Seems there's already one outside.
Oh, okay.
Ooh. Actually.
I mean, there's the dead lady. The leaking suit.
Yeah. So which one?
Jonesy.
No, I'm just curious if it says the letter, but I don't think it is.
No, it's just triangles.
Yeah. Alright.
Not exactly grade A material.
Don't write it off just yet. Remember what we found out at Theta? The suit you are wearing is basically just a Cortex chip working a few kinds of structure gel, powered by the on-suit battery pack.
And a dead colleague, Imogen Reed.
Exactly. If you think about it, we're actually incredibly lucky. We found a suit with an already dead body inside.
Guess you're right. What about the WoW? What makes you think it'll play along?
It's not magic, it's algorithms. A set pattern. The WoW won't be able to deny us, even if it was capable of wanting to.
I'm still not crazy about this plan. It feels wrong.
Please, Simon, I can't give up on the Ark. I need this to work.
So we need a Cortex chip, structure gel, and a battery pack. That's one hell of a shopping list.
Thanks. I'll just hang around here if that's okay.
I'll be back.
Yeah, don't have much of a choice, do you? No? Oh. Time to find those 3 things, I guess. Yeah, I'm really gonna have to close my eyes.
Yeah, it just keeps getting worse, I feel.
Yeah.
What was it again? Cortex chip. Whoops. Battery pack and something else.
Gel?
Structure gel. Oh, I know where we can find the structure gel, I think.
In the medicine cabinet.
Yeah.
Don't forget, we need a Cortex chip, structure gel, and a power pack to get the suit ready.
This is where, again, the monster spawns.
Maybe.
At least she's reminding you now. I think she should be reminding me that 5 minutes from now, maybe. Whoops.
No, do it again.
No.
Aww. I missed my opportunity.
Nothing here, I guess. So...
Okay. Why is it beeping? Like the crack. Oh, goody. What are you even doing?
Oh, I get it.
How is there a way to get? Oh, you need to start. No, you fucked it up already. Because you can't get back. See? Okay. You know what to do, right? Nope. That's wrong already. I said it.
Shut up!
That's also wrong.
Destroy the WoW.
I'll give you a hint. Right? Nope. Left.
Just...
Alright, you do you. Right. You know it to be true. You're doing it now, though. Oh yeah, I would have done it, but it works just as well. Really? Oh, okay. Oh, now that was a button.
Yep.
Looked away for a second. You're walking.
Contaminant. Rude.
Look, I wouldn't love you if you weren't. I did. I sure did. Did this work?
That's
Just
funny.
perfectly.
Hello.
Aw.
Emergency shower.
That's me when I'm not feeling well.
Emergency shower.
Emergency shower just slumped headless.
That's pretty good.
Is the person who loves this game still here?
I don't think so.
I love how they went. Oh, I love this game. Beer back.
Yeah.
That was very good. Who is trying to fuck with you? Is it WoW? Is this it? guinea pig?
No, because one of the glitches said destroy the WoW.
Oh. Oh, it's Kathy, isn't it?
Lisa Cameron. No, it's also said we suffer, so it's probably the people inside the Ark.
Yeah.
The structure gel has been changed and actually keeps going for a while, even when removed from a power source. If applied to circuits, it seems to help out with connectivity. See, it said stop the WoW. It seems like it's not only connectivity, but even functionality. The gel can make simple machinery. Sometimes it zooms in closer to the screen, I feel like, and sometimes the letters are really tiny.
Yeah.
And act more efficiently. However, the modifications that the WoW has made to the gel are full of extra information that doesn't necessarily make sense. When applied to something more complicated, it causes the gel to act as a cancer upon the host, eventually ruining it. We could use the gel to our advantage, but it needs to be uncalibrated to get rid of the bad code. Applied gel to the dead mouse. The gel caused the mouse to appear alive. It was put into the same habitat as a living mouse. The reanimated mouse was apathetic, while the living one seemed stressed. After 15 minutes, the reanimated mouse attacked and killed the living mouse. Half an hour later, the reanimated mouse stopped moving. The corpse was solid, as the gel had hardened within it.
Okay.
Reanimated another mouse with structure gel. This time it was done with uncalibrated gel as produced by Eames, whatever. The results were impressive. The thing appears catatonic, but it's more of a sleepwalker. To avoid the thing hardening, as before, electromagnets are used to cause a low electrical current within the animal. This has also provided us with the ability to somewhat control it. The structure gel remains unchanged on a fundamental level. It's still the same cross-linked gel. Man, this is so hard to read.
Yeah.
It's still the same cross-linked gel with aligned graphene in a polyunsaturated matrix that was installed throughout Pathos 2 a few years ago. The problem is not the gel, but its controller, the WoW. The gel has not taken on any new properties. Electrodes to keep you controlled and also not hardened up? I suppose so.
Yeah, I guess.
The problem is not the gel, but its controller, the WoW. The gel has not taken on any new properties. The WoW simply uses it in ways that we should never have even dreamed of. Overwhelming evidence concludes that all deformed creatures, the fish, the sharks, and even the helpers, were manipulated by the WoW via this structure gel. They have in some manner been exposed to charged gel and in turn stricken by cancerous growths that affect their whole being. It's difficult to ask why when talking about an AI, but it all started shortly after the comet killed the surface. I can't for sure say if it's bad code or carefully programmed mercy killing, but it looks like it's not going to make things easier for us to survive.
Is that a little Buddha statue above? What is that? Yeah, I guess it is. Yum yum.
Dig in. Never seen something of that speed. Hi.
This looks important. Oh, Joe. You broke it. Okay.
Just do the chair. Oh. No.
Almost. No, I think that's gonna work, but
I tried.
Oh, I know.
So one.
Okay, interesting.
Well.
You don't need that one. There you go. Zap it up.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, to be honest.
That's cell 1, you need cell 2. So swoopity swappity. Oh.
Hmm?
No. Oh, maybe. Move it to cell 2. You can keep moving it right. Yeah! Perfect. I think. There, now it's wet. That's an improvement. What is that?
Dead
Oh,
mouse.
it's a mouse. Oh, it's a big mouse. More like a rat. That's interesting, Joe. Lovely.
Nailed it.
You did it. Solved the puzzle. Boop, boop, boop.
Somehow they seem smaller.
Yeah. Don't worry about the Bluetooth speaker.
You're a Bluetooth speaker.
I would never speak. Let's run out of three. There's a lady.
Ruffy.
Orange, Ruffy.
Just checking.
Yeah.
An unusually, like, this is easier to read.
Yeah.
An unusually sedated orange Ruffy found hovering outside Omicron substation. It had a remarkable bone growth that seemed to interfere with his perception. Brought it inside to study it, but it stiffened and died in the process. During post-mortem study, the thing kicked back to life while being out of water. Kept swigging for a few minutes, so I returned it to an aquarium. It instantly started banging into the glass and bludgeoned itself to death before I could relocate it.
Okay, I guess the Ruffy is a fish.
Shelley, dead on arrival. Claudia Eames is the one who wrote it up, I guess. Darby and Waldeck identified it as what was sabotaging the Lumar probe at about 900 meters depth. It's a 150 centimeter long rudder fish that looks like it has merged with some other kind of fish or shark. It's the freakiest form of mutation we've seen so far. It's clear that it is getting worse. Something is causing this, and I'm not buying the radioactive fallout nonsense that Orvari can't shut up about.
Okay, well, never mind me saying they're a red herring, I guess.
The dead man found on the climber this morning has been identified as Johann Ross, the AI psychologist working at Tau. I can't even begin to imagine what has happened down in the abyss, and frankly, I won't risk losing my staff by going down there to look. If the ARC team is alive, which I highly doubt, they will have to find a way to give us a sign. We're not going down there again, without a good reason.
That sounds fucking fair.
Yep. Hydroponics.
My favorite kind of plant growing. Doesn't look like it went great. Is that? Okay.
Well,
why are there these halt plates everywhere?
So where would we find a power pack? Power room?
Power room.
Probably.
Power, go to the power room. Go to bed, go to bed. I hear a fan.
So what was it? Cortex chip, power pack, no?
Joe.
Yeah.
If you have the Cortex chip inside of you, do you need a new one?
I guess I still don't fully understand what a Cortex chip is.
And also, she wants to put you in a different body, but where are we gonna find a body that doesn't
Like, what the
not
fuck?
have its head?
What is this chromatic aberration?
I don't know. It's no good, is what it is.
Containment. Oh my god, it's so bad. What is that? Main entrance? Your robo face is breaking.
Yeah, it really is. No head either, huh? I guess there was a lot of viscera coming out because they had exploded inside of the helmet. Because
Probably.
while it was exploding, they had black boxes.
The head boxes.
Head boxes, yeah.
Channeling your inner goblin. Wonder if Catherine keeps all the heads in her room. Yeah. Uh-huh.
I would.
Yeah. Hmm?
What does it say?
Personnel only.
Personnel only.
Tau personnel.
Does it? It does kind of look like they suffered, right? Yeah, I guess because the guy also had a headache before, so it was a slow process, not just explode this one, explode that one.
Surely you can open that panel in the in the floor. It's not really
Looks
a
like
panel.
it, but it's not interactable. It does look a little bit like it has a handle on it.
Are those flies buzzing?
Yes. Sounds like it.
Dope.
I would be so interested in the kind of flies that would be. Assuming it's been a good long while. Like years and years and years. Which it might not have been. How long has it been since these people died? Approximately.
I don't know.
Yeah, right. I wish. Okay, so what changed? Oh, it's been 200 years since I saw a clear screen.
I don't know. saving. Thank you.
Actually, really interested to see how this shit ends now. Yeah, me too. It's a lot nicer when you're not, making a little bit of progress and then have to wait half an hour for a monster to leave.
Oh, that will come.
I know, but I
sorry.
actually do want to see. Like, I'm assuming that they just want to die. That's something that the WoW has taken over. They've corrupted and wasted away, and the ones that haven't are just suffering. Is he moving still?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Let me just say that I'm glad that both of you are interested in seeing how this ends.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I guess it can be taken that way. Oh, look, it's been taken.
Energy Pal.
Energy Pal S3. High performance rechargeable lithium sulfur packs. Standard S3 connection with Haimatsu's Energy Pal for machine tools. X0 rigs and power suits. When depleted, recharge the pack in a Haimatsu Charge N5 or other S3 compatible charger.
Well, time to find another one.
Is that a power pack? Can I take it? Yes, no.
It's busy. He's using it.
But I mean, I am. Oh, hello. Is that a person? Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. Well, now we enter the fun part.
We're just gonna heavily breathing.
I don't know. I don't think so. But I'm kind of interested in seeing how this ends. But it definitely helps someone else's too.
Okay, good.
It's kind of just like, it's not just it's like 20% motivation to see it through. And then it's like, oh, 20% from you, 20% from Ray. It's already like 60%.
It's been tedious at the worst of times and interesting at the best.
I think it's a lot better to watch than play.
That might very well be correct. It's awfully quiet. There we go.
Like, I really hate this shit because it's not scary, it's just annoying. I guess it is a new type of enemy.
Yeah.
Are you sure it's not friendly? Yeah.
I mean, it's not active friendly so far, but I'm not 100% convinced it's aggressive either. But it certainly is disruptive. It does seem upset. Where is he?
It's locked in? I don't think so. I can't. See.
Maybe it's around the corners. It's in the blue light, I think.
This is where I charge it, but I still need to find it.
Yeah. It doesn't seem to be moving, so I think you do have to get closer. Yeah, it's just standing like this. Not to say it won't wreck your shit if you come closer, but
Probably will. Yeah, I think it's just a stationary I think I'm supposed to find the power pack elsewhere and bring it here to charge it. I think that's what I'm supposed to do. I'll take a look around because I mean, whatever it is, it has to be fucking massive to make the whole structure rock when it punches something.
I'm not even sure it's punching anything. It's just the wow, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure where you're getting the punching thing. Like the distortions? Because the distortions are just electromagnetism or whatever. Like that's just it fucking with my brain or whatever.
Pseudo brain.
The whole screen shakes? Yeah, that's just... Oh, the zippy zap shit?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm oblivious.
Well, it's got super strength. Oh.
Its size like a lady. Oh, good. Nice. So
All right.
clean. Such a nice clean cast iron pan.
Now I'm ready to face it.
Yeah. Let's go. Donk. Maybe it'll like it. Maybe it'll think it's a gift. Don't get it stuck in the wall again.
But why is this red?
Don't know. Eh.
Oh, what is this? Oh, it's the wow.
Okay.
Oxygen levels. Interact with it though.
Yeah. Hello. Don't be scared. Did it move?
No?
Well, just approach it, I guess. The game doesn't seem to want you to approach.
So it's proximity based.
Yes. Maybe you could just push past it though. Not the glass one?
No.
Is there a panel on the wall that maybe has a power switch?
I guess we'll just do this. Ah! What the fuck was I supposed to do there?
I'm not sure. No brought it down.
The pseudo death mechanic is so garbage. Man, I can't see fucking shit.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know. I don't know what's going on anymore. Is it in a desk drawer?
Okay.
Can I just like get out of here?
Are there any buttholes nearby?
Yeah.
You can just punch it back and stuff your entire system.
That was the last time.
Yeah, I thought he touched it.
Like the previous. Can you tell me where the desk drawer is? I'm done with the monster shit. To be honest. The plants. And a cortex chip. Just like this entire upper floor is unnecessary then.
So we gotta go to the... Is the power room upstairs?
Yeah, that's where I am.
Still gotta go there to charge it, I think.
Oh yeah, probably. I don't remember how to go down. It's the mess.
Not in this room?
That's the mess hall. That's the south hall. That's the power room. So how did I?
Can't remember.
Here.
Yep. Got it.
Didn't I check the height?
Yeah, this is my little rush. I think. I don't think we checked that. Alright. No. Okay.
Hey, Andrea?
Yeah?
I was talking to Cameron about protein solubilization. Do you think we could break the aggregate and structure gel without flattening the configuration?
In English, Doc.
Jesus. That was a mouthful. You've been listening to Cameron, that's for sure. What do you want, Raleigh?
Can you blame me for trying to figure this out? I've been having the dreams too, you know. I don't know what to believe.
Oh, I know. Everything from the sudden signal amplification in black boxes to having a comatose Dr. Ross locked up in the glass jar. We've all been going a bit nuts.
Tell me about it. Feels like my head's about to explode. Hypothetically speaking, could we stop the WoW from mutating?
It doesn't work like that.
Even if there was a Site Alpha?
Hypothetically speaking, I guess we could try. Raleigh, are you recording this?
Sorry. I just... Sorry.
Misread. That recording is just lower. You're welcome.
Oh.
You do need to be.
Okay. Nothing in the top drawer?
No. Just kill.
No. Anger dude will do that.
Clearly. I mean, the lore was nice.
Yep.
A little ham-fisted, but
So nice.
when he assumes a hunching position and his head glows. Are you serious? Alright.
gotta run, take it, and run back out.
I guess. Unless he's patrolling now and the game saved during his patrol.
No, I don't think he moves at all.
Hide on the left side, yeah, sneak up, then stand up. And run to the locker near the enemy. Open it, take it, and bolt it.
Yeah,
that's what I was gonna do, but I didn't run. I guess I just stopped and wanted to see how he reacts. All right. I mean, it is what I think it is. What if Catherine is wow?
I mean, no.
She wants to reach the ark so that she could infect that too. But she hadn't reached it yet.
Yeah.
So we've been leading the wow to the one thing that hadn't reached.
You know what, it could be. I do get, yeah, I've said this before, that I have a feeling that she's detrimental to what you're trying to get done.
Containment of B?
And I think either the Catherine that's helping us or the real Catherine will have a surprise in store for us.
Oh, basement. Right, yeah, that's where I was headed. Thinking the sex entrance.
Oh, got him.
Wow. Nice butt.
Speaking as a sex entrance. You did it. Robot repair. Oh, that's you. Go get yourself prepared.
Can't. Fubar. Cortex chip diagnostics. I was born for this.
You know this one.
I can fucking just. I'm so good at this.
Black thing bad or good? Guess the black thing is bad. No, that's
Nailed it. I honestly don't know what.
I think the black is no pass through, but I might be wrong.
Hold on. Just gonna take a look around.
Yeah, that thing at the top of that is Big Dog.
Yeah. This?
Inspired, yeah.
Yeah.
The little
yeah.
duck.
Okay.
Can you interact with the left thing at all?
What?
The beam thing?
What?
Can you interact with the beam thing at all the way to the left?
Huh.
Yeah. Okay.
how does it go through?
I don't know, but I think it needs to be either filled in or flat. And right now it's mixed, so. Okay.
Hi.
Screaming. And make it see where it is, I guess.
Look at the bottom, what it says. Yeah, I see it. Oh, I get it. Whoop, whoop.
Good job. No. I think you need to make the topmost one go to the rightmost one, and then from then on. Oh, that works. Beautiful. I like that you can still activate it. Make it scream in agony.
Yeah. Here's the sex entrance. What else do we got? Nothing really.
There's the suitcase thing. Hey, that guy's got a hit. Hello. I like his chest.
Yeah.
What a rough day.
Strasky, are you there?
I hear you, Herbie. What's up?
Just wanted to check in. I have to go do something. I might not be around for a few days, okay?
Rally Herbert leaving the listening post? Must be important.
It is, Strask. It is.
Omicron, can you hear us?
Loud and clear. Everyone all right?
We will be as soon as we make friends with the power suits.
I'm sure you'll get used to it.
Just wanted to check in before we pass the last working Lumar crew. Guys, any last words to Omicron? Don't forget to pick us up. You heard that, right?
Don't worry, we won't forget.
All right. Heading into radio silence.
Good luck, guys.
Tau, please respond. This is Rowley Herber calling from Omicron. Please respond, Tau.
Unable to connect. Lumar relay out of range.
Yeah, I get it.
Unable to connect. Lumar relay out of range.
Okay. It's a shame Simon doesn't even try to talk to the people who still have heads. That guy kind of looks like he might be able to talk still.
Yeah.
I'm sure he wouldn't, but he looks like he could.
I'd like some sort of, oops.
He's only interested in dead people.
Well, he's a robot.
Yeah.
Should probably pause soon.
I suppose.
Alright. Oh, it's too spooky. I think it's this way. Is it?
I don't know.
Actually, I don't think so. what does it say?
It says snow. You're imagining things. Ah,
I can't read that.
You can interact with it. I wish I'd never found out what an aquaphone was.
It doesn't ruin to me. It's just like knowing what a guitar is doesn't ruin guitar songs for me.
Yeah, but an aquaphone is very limited in its... I don't know.
I don't think so.
All I can imagine
I think
is
it's
the
actually
guy.
pretty flexible.
Yeah, it is, but still all I can imagine is a guy using a violin thing across the... Like, I know which part of the aquaphone this comes from.
I don't know, I just don't agree.
I understand that, but you're not in my brain.
Well, yeah, well
My
then
brain is taken over by this.
tell your brain that, I mean, you can still enjoy guitars and drums.
Yeah. I guess there's more... A melody is different to my brain.
I suppose
just
so. I think it's in the laboratory, whatever. Let's see
Let's go!
I don't think it's here because it's not where the monster is.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, okay. What?
And get UV rated some more.
See, I'm supposed to run past it, but I don't remember. Medical bay, DVE room, DVE storage. Cold storage. I haven't been here.
Yeah, I love fishes.
Oh, I see they're all mutated and shit.
Yeah. Put these babies in formaldehyde, though. Or a formalin solution, at least. What's that thing on the desk? Is that useful?
It's not something you really want to get comfortable with. That's funny. That's really funny, Julia. What's going on? Am I that transparent? What do you want, Riley? We're friends, right? Yes. Do you think Alpha is real? What makes you... Why would you ask that? I think Ross is trying to tell me something. About Site Alpha? He wants me to go down to the abyss and find them. Crazy, right? You've been down there. I just thought you could talk some sense into me. Ronnie, I'm not at liberty to... I can't talk about that.
Okay. So they're just sending people off to their deaths?
No, it's something about Side Alpha that makes it important. Kind of like a ground zero sort of thing. Ground zero / patient zero. I just don't know in what context that would be. Whoa.
Oh, that's the supply closet you were saying.
Oh, that was pretty good.
Yeah. Well, I'll live here forever. Till your head explodes. Yeah.
I don't know.
Some reading at least. No? Nope. God, I really do like that they budge open just a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, kerosene. Well, anyways.
Shut the door, Captain. Lock it up.
What's happening?
Lock the door.
It's locked! What's going on?
Managed to piss off another one of WoW's monsters.
We have everything we need, right?
Yeah. Let's get to work.
The bottle's still there. That you threw it in her face.
Amazing.
There's no reason for it to remove.
This is crazy.
Don't worry, it'll work.
So your head's just gonna be a chip?
What? My head's gonna be a chip? Yeah.
Okay. That would look real
Let's make sure it's all bunched together with the structure gel connecting all the parts. Alright, try activating the suit from the terminal
What
again.
the hell, guys? Alright.
I need you to activate the power suit from the terminal.
I don't know how to explain to you that a corpse degrades pretty quickly. And I don't...
Yeah, but structure gel.
Yeah. Magic. The magic
Nanomachine, son.
Yeah. Like, you don't have a lot of time.
I can't believe we're doing this.
It will be fine.
Then why don't we put you in the suit?
Yeah.
I was gonna suggest that if you refused.
You go without me.
I need to do this, Simon. This is important. I need to launch the Ark.
You'd really do it. Change body.
Yes, if you want to stay here, I'm not gonna stand in your way. I don't want to tell you what to do.
Want to be like before? Close my eyes and
And then open them again.
All right. Let's do it.
Thank you, Simon. Go sit in the pilot seat in the next room. You might need to boot it up.
Lovely.
We need to loop back the activity manifested by your current Cortex chip, run it through the amplifier, feed it into the new chip, and then make sure it's synced.
You lost me halfway there.
Yeah, me too.
You don't really need to understand it. Just make them line up.
Ba-doop,
Easy enough.
ba-doop, ba-doop,
Oh, it's Spider-Man.
ba-doop, 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 ba-doop. Oh, I now understand what you meant.
Yeah.
Like it's Spider-Man. What?
Radio towers.
Yeah, right. For reference, Arkham Asylums and Arkham City's decoder thingamajig is straight up cloned in Spider-Man game.
Is. Make 'em big. So much big. Yeah. God, that's mesmerizing now.
Yeah.
And unlock them, I guess.
That's everything. You can climb into the pilot seat now.
Already?
I have everything under control, so please, have a seat.
Where are the flyers?
Sorry about any discomfort. This should be over soon.
It's like having your picture taken.
But with the most expensive camera in the world,
You know, Indian stock photos would steal their souls.
in this case, they'd be right.
What was that?
No, it's just...
Why was it still talking?
It's the same like before.
Catherine, why was he still talking?
That's how it works, you know that.
What do you mean?
Seen this
You
coming,
know it's not magic. You were copied. The sleeping Simon in the seat was copied, and now you are here, just like Simon
I
lived
should
on in
have seen
Toronto.
that coming, but I didn't.
Two Simons? There can't be two Simons.
What did you think would happen?
That you were gonna take my mind and put it into another body, like a brain transplant.
I'm sorry, it wouldn't work that way.
You realize how messed up this is?
Please, I didn't mean to upset you.
How did you expect me to react to this shit?
Please stop.
You're fucking disgusting.
No. Like, we've
What's gonna
been
happen
through
then?
this, Simon.
He'll sleep for a while, a few days.
And then what? Wake up in this fucking nightmare again? All alone? So cruel.
Well, what do you want me to do with him? Make friends? Let him know that we have to leave him behind when we go into the abyss?
What if he didn't need to wake up?
You'd do that?
I don't know. Maybe.
There. I set it up for you. Hit the switch if you want to drain his battery. He'll die within a minute. I'd rather not stay plugged in any longer.
Yeah, Simon, no offense, but you've been through this many times now, in theory.
That's probably my second favorite scene in the
Sucks, though.
game.
I can't believe I didn't anticipate this. I talked about this for like half an hour, saying how much I disliked it. It's a cool body, though. I would kill for that body. Look at that. It was good.
Yeah. See,
what you gonna do?
This is where it's interesting, because on the one hand, if I freaked out about there being two Simons, then this dude is gonna freak out about there being two Simons. However, he would not kill me unless I would kill him too, but if I kill him, proving that he would kill me too, then he would be dead. Therefore, he would not kill me if I do not kill him.
You lost me 2 words in. No, I get what you mean.
Okay. It's like, he would only kill me if I kill him. But if I kill him, then he's too dead to do the same to me.
Yeah, you have limited options here, because I would honestly write him a note. You can't do that.
He won't notice. Honestly, it's betrayal, basically.
Yeah.
It's like you make a copy that just moves on, and he's stuck here.
Yeah. I mean, Earth is fucked, right? That's why you're doing all of this?
Yeah. I guess I'm just trying to think of like what the end goal of the story is, like launching the Ark. But the idea is that we put ourselves into the Ark.
In some form.
Yes, that's the dream, right?
But it's like a legacy thing.
Yeah, Ray. What?
Yeah, Ray, and you could leave him something to kill himself with, but then you're putting that on him, and that seems cruel as well.
Yeah.
So it's a shitty thing. I wouldn't... If I had the choice to go on an arc, I would choose to opt out and have someone more useful get on there. Because it's like, it's not like leaving yourself, it's like leaving a child that is an exact copy of yourself. You won't have agency over this copy because it's not you. Your lights will go out and they will never go on again. Similarly here, you are already the child, so this isn't you anymore in the chair. But it is...
That's
family.
what like Sarang dude said.
Yeah. So it's like family. It's like a direct family member. What would you do for them? Yeah, pretty much. It sucks, but you'll never know, I guess.
Battery malfunction means like...
He'll die in minutes. So he's just being drained.
But it... Okay, sad music is playing? That music.
Yeah. Well, the lights have already gone out, so...
Yeah.
But I'm assuming he has backup systems that'll snuff out in a couple minutes.
That was pretty good.
Yeah. It's nice. I like that they just leave you alone. Like, Catherine doesn't add anything. She just takes herself out of the equation.
This is sad.
It is
Yeah,
sad.
it is. Yeah.
I love that I didn't think that it would make a copy.
Yeah.
Despite having talked about it for so fucking long.
Yeah, that was... Again.
I guess I just figured it would be a data transfer because he's already a robot.
Carl and his bit, yeah.
Yeah, this bit was way better, but I still like the Carl bit.
Yeah, I mean, this is my favorite bit, and Carl is my second favorite thing.
No, it sucks.
Yeah.
I hate this.
If this choice is like meaningless, that's the kind of choices that I like in games where it doesn't necessarily mean like, you know, like in marketing speech you often hear like, your choices matter, there's like 1,000 outcomes. Like, no, just give me like a small choice that's emotionally powerful but doesn't have any mechanical outcome. Like that.
I feel like that he doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
Leaves it to your thoughts.
Yeah, exactly. It's pretty nice. On that positive or negative, I guess, note, we should probably pause here.
I guess I'm getting pretty sleepy.
Yeah.
My own battery's being drained. It's fun times though.
Well,
some of it was, you know, not great.
Interesting. Note, yes. And I think the face changed definitely. This time there's no mouth. And the eyes are distorted more. And the light is distorted more.
Yeah.
And there's sediment floating around.
Yeah. It's all just kind of getting less human.
Yeah. I have no mind, but I'm scared. I've never played that. Alright. Thank you for tuning in.